Ooh, he's hot, but he's an asshole. But he's hot, but he's an asshole. But he's hot. I'm feeling so conflicted right now, and B was right.
I was like, ooh, boy, you are hot as hell.
He really is. So anyway, Mastermind. It was not as bad as I thought it would be. It's actually kinda wholesome, and Vasago was adorable, I like him. But let's start with the important stuff, the trial. After Stella revealed Stolas' deal with Blitz to Andrealfus and that she knew about it all along but never said anything for some reason, and her brother wasn't happy about it.
And you didn't think it might be a good idea?
So they sent their law enforcement to arrest the IMP, and I thought they were funny, like, imagine the police is surrounding you and they say,
You guys are in deep shit!
hilarious. And the IMP had no idea why they were being arrested, and that also was hilarious.
Is this about the orphans? Because they were already sick to begin with.
And then we meet Satan, who will be sentencing them. And while he's hot, yes, he's also just awful. And the opposite of a fair judge. He did not listen to Blitz and did not question Andrealfus at all in his bullshit testimony, claiming that Blitz forced himself on Stolas in addition to stealing his book. And they all just believed him.
Was too weak and ashamed to come forward about it.
He is not weak, and I know they all know that, so it's not that they believe him. They just don't care if he's guilty or not, or if it's fair or not. They just want this over with as quickly as possible, except Vasago, who asked for Stolas' presence, cause he's the one who's supposedly harmed by Blitz, so it's weird he's not even there.
Shut the fuck up.
No me voy a callar, pendejo arrogante!
I have no idea what he just said, but I agree with him. And I love that he's voiced by Perito. He's adorable and also one of the nicer Goishas apparently. So now we have 2 nice Goishas out of 72 or more. Nice. Anyway, Andrealfus adds that Blitz hired Stryker to kill Stolas, and the bastard confirmed that in exchange for immunity.
Pay me to kill the precious Goisha to cover up what he was doing with the,
Line, grimoire, yeah, that.
And he definitely accepted a huge bribe for this, since he's dressed in this new white suit, and I doubt it's because he looks good in it, although he does look good. And he also looks like the rich corrupt antagonist to the outlaw character, the one he used to be before in those old Wild West movies. And this confirmed that Stryker is a villain, and not an anti-hero. Although the fact that he's a supremacist should have been enough for that, but yeah. And there are more reasons, but this video isn't about him. So on the surface, he seems like he's just on the side of what works for him. That doesn't mean he doesn't hate royals anymore, but I doubt he's still an assassin. But anyway, they tried to defend themselves, but no one listened. So Ozzy and B chimed in and asked to listen to Blitz's side of the story, cause they're not assholes and they know he would never do any of this shit. But the number of people who just want to execute them to leave for lunch was far larger. So that's what Satan decided to do. And I don't think B nor Ozzy are at fault here. Neither of them could have done anything, and the only one who could was too busy making rubber ducks to attend, so only Satan's word can go, and he never planned to hear them out in the first place. And Andrealfus knew that, but it's still weird he wanted to put Blitz on trial and not Stolas, since he wanted to screw him over. So I think the reason why is because it's easier to put Blitz, an imp, on trial for breaking the law, because they immediately arrested them with no warning or anything. They didn't even tell them why until they arrived. So this is way easier than suing Stolas, because then it would have been, fair. And they would have investigated him to look for any proof before they even organized the trial, and they wouldn't have been able to find anything against him anyway, cause Stolas ended their deal a long time ago. So it's not guaranteed he would even go on trial. So it's easier and faster if he just went for Blitz directly and persuaded Stolas to come and confess everything himself. And it could also be that he wanted to punish Stolas by having his, I want to say lover killed, because he's petty like that, I guess. But anyway, the execution was broadcasted and Blitz begged Satan to spare his crew, and after some persuasion, he agreed.
I suppose I created him kind to be obedient. I see no reason to punish the dutiful.
God, you are just terrible. Hot, yes, but terrible. And this was funny.
Just ask the mouthy one.
Oh shit, I did not see that coming. Look, I'm sorry, Mox. I did everything I could.
You know he means you, right?
Fuck me.
Anyway, all of hell was watching Blitz's execution, including Stolas, so he went there to stop it.
Stolas! Get your ass out of my face!
Like you never had it in your face before. I should not have said that. Anyway, he interrupted the trial and explained everything.
In the only way I know how. Song! Yes! Yes! Cántalo, baby!
I love him. But Stolas doesn't mention anything about their deal, rather that he gave him his grimoire to go to the human world and do his bidding, because he wanted to absolve Blitz since their deal was actually his deal. He set the terms and lent him his book, and he knew there would be consequences, but I think he was too horny to worry about them, and he'd rather take Blitz's place than have him die because of him. Blitz, however, wasn't so happy about it, and neither was Via, something her mother will take advantage of. And Via's slight hesitation here makes me think that Stella isn't normally affectionate towards her daughter, and it's very convenient that she is comforting her now when she didn't do that when she was little. Maybe because she doesn't care and she just wants to turn her against her father, that she knows won't get executed because classism is on his side, so they won't kill him but still punish him some other way.
No.
Angelphus then suggests that they banish him and give everything he owned to him because
I'm basically everything he is, but
gayer somehow?
not a deviant piece of shit. My aggressively attractive sister.
Yeah, he's the deviant here. Satan agrees and strips Stolas of his title and powers.
For the next 100 years.
Oh, what the fuck? Seriously?
Why do you care? Via will inherit everything next year or so anyway. Wait, was he planning to stop that from happening? And if so, how would he accomplish that? 'Cause I can only think of one thing. But he wouldn't kill his own niece for status, right? Anyway, Stolas was banished and made to live with the lower class, and his first concern was his daughter.
She'll be safe and sound with her mother, the wholesome parent.
That's arguable. And everyone is taking their frustrations with the royal family on Stolas, or just on him personally, cause he did belittle Blitz and all of Impkind in his song, and yes, it was all to save Blitz, but they don't know that. However, it was adorable when Blitz defended him, and he's also become a celebrity now, and all of Impkind sees him as a hero instead of a criminal for defying the system and standing up to Satan. So Satan's scare tactics had the opposite effect. Who would have thought? Anyway, Stolas moved down a few classes, so Blitz offered him to stay in his house. Stolas, however, was too shell-shocked to process anything, but this here
I love you, Dad.
was the moment he realized he'll never see his daughter again, and I think that's what crushed him the most. But I do think it's a good thing he's not royal anymore, cause now Stolas will finally be made aware of his classism and put it into question, cause he needs to change, at least before he gets with Blitz. And even though it was really adorable when he gave him a bath and kissed his cheek while he slept, I don't think this makes them canon yet. But it's a good start. And before I end the video, I want to talk about Leviathan and Belphegor. Leviathan in particular, cause I find her design a bit disappointing, especially compared to Satan. But I do like the concept of envy having two sides. I just wish she looked more aquatic. though she probably looks better in her monster form. But I did like Belphegor. She's like a goat and sheep mix. And is constantly sleepy, honestly same. So I think she does look like the embodiment of sloth. And I also liked that Mammon was flirting with Leviathan, but only one head was into it. It was funny. And I hate Mammon more now. So all in all, the episode was good. I like that Stolas and Blitz are now roommates, and that Blitz is seen as a revolutionary of sorts amongst imp kind. Although I do think Octavia won't appreciate her father's willingness to die for Blitz and leaving her an orphan, so that's a problem. But I am looking forward to Sinmas, I think. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.
We aren't a family, sir.
You lie!